where is your starter? I guess you have to rely on an eventual Blink Dagger on Puck or Mars or Magnus to get things going. It seems awfully... Yeah, it was buffed a bit. Another armor given to Bounty Hunter. One of the highest armor heroes in the entire game at this point.
Yep, up there with Terrorblade and Nagasar. You know, he's in that club. And soon to be Brewmaster, because mark my words. One armor a couple patches ago, one armor now. He's getting there.
One of these days will be viable again.
He can, I hope so. He can, he barely takes any damage from these guys. And the issue with Io is that the current build for Io is that you really don't have any magical damage. You're just a physical damage support. So Bounty does not care with his armor. Also, early phase adds more armor to you. It's just a really easy lane for them. I can't imagine there'll be any kills though.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a relatively static laning phase for all lanes. Maybe top lane is the highest kill potential with like Spear of Mars or like the Oracle route into maybe some aggression from the troll.
Yep, I can see that. And the Mars plus Puck combo unfortunately has one kind of stun and a lot of damage, but they really do like the setup for that Spear of Mars to be effective.
Mid, just because we saw Thompson abuse the kind of squishier Puck with the remnants, but Magnus is a big beefy boy, and he's just going to push the lane out and just kind of cleave Thompson constantly in this creep wave.
Yeah. An issue as well with the Void Spirit that you usually can't kill him because the Resonant Pulse is a bit too strong in ability. It stops your last bits of damage every time. It's very annoying. But Magnus doesn't need to kill you. He just outlasts you. That's his whole purpose. So you do have that little advantage. He should win the Blasted War against Thompson.
No, 100%.
We got a quick kill against PPD. He messed up there and everyone punished him with a... Not the same from Tanner's damage because he would have died there. Tanner's considering this. Thompson doesn't have to step yet.
Universe?
And we just see him going for the rune. Oh, he gets sniped by Universe as a loot. Or you could go for the face boots and maybe early and that you still had a fair amount of damage. But since the nerfs to the face boots damage and in general the Lightstealer's damage, it's just... You don't deal anything. Look, Javelin procs hurts and everything else does not. They're going for the IO and they can't kill him. Damaging not already. They use all the damage. That was a really nice infestal to give him a bit of extra time. How EPD will go down regardless. With a track kill nonetheless. And the Hawk realizing this is a bit of a RP play. No! Tanner coming in, cleaning up house with a nice RP and showing they both go down. Thompson's a haste turn, so he's super valuable, especially at Puck 4. The Hawk is just being chased out by mid one. Ooh, that damage is ridiculous. And it's now PPD on one. Yep. Oh, at least he evades the Aether Remnant. Stalin to his death. Lifestealer considering the lane. And the Hawk is now going to have to be forced into recovery. Unfortunately, his timing for Lifestealer to be really late. In the mid lane, they go for Tanner. No, they go for the IO. Much easier kill. Now Mortimer's Kiss is annoying Tanner, but not enough to kill him. Universe evades some of the damage. But... it's tough, Universe. Power helps a lot, which means that Maelstrom is not such a necessity, but it does put him...
Here's a nice rotation in the top lane.
This is very good, actually. They're going to go for the Troll Warlord, and it's an easy kill. Lelis immediately with that arena, but it's not that...
Previous series. A little bit slower this time to get that Yasha done.
I like the... Oh, PPD. No, that was not a TP. They have a tether, though. I don't know if he can get out here, though. The Bounty Hunter is just thirsting for blood. They use Rage to get PPD some extra movement speed, but there you go. Movement speed's gone. Actually. Mid one is forced, actually. Lelis in the middle lane got killed out. They're always on choke points. They're always just kind of preventing enemy movement. He's throwing a really good zone out here on Void Spirit. Tanner fighting against 3. There's the RP. Only for mid 1 though.
Here's the reload.
Skewer pushes him forward. There's the reload we're talking about. Mid 1 now slowed down. He doesn't have Invis, so we need to dust him. Easy for them. Mid 1 gets brought down. At least it's a kill on, even though it's just an offlaner. And used an RP for that. And now Lelis might actually turn this into a 1-for-1. Mortimer's Kiss will make this impossible for Lelis to get out of. Goodbye, Lelis. I don't think that was the play, Lelis. Unless you can get Thompson here. He's been stunned, he's been leashed, and he's been killed. Tanner just does it. The Hawk joins in again. No till the target and no till. They didn't want him to use his ultimate, so they skewer him. That's a well-played PPD. Does not get brought down. Universe as well. They're playing with slivers of HP, but it's enough. The Hawk, though, knows the battle turn is about to come out. He infests Tanner. Immediately gets away. Samael still healing back up. In comes mid 1. Tanner a bit too confident, but they can kill Samael. No problem. With the help of Universe yet again. Playing with fire. Ends up getting burned, but in exchange, he'll get mid 1. Finally has Invis, but they have dust on him. They just choose not to go for him anymore. Why? That dust came a bit late, apparently.
to just run at you.
No, but I mean in drafts, just if you're looking just at the drafts, like who would you say, all right, I need, wait, sorry, Lilith is about to get killed? Yeah. Just a quick, Lilith is not doing too well this game, unfortunately. Arena Blood there just to kind of annoy them further. There's no way he's getting out, though. Good attempt. He is pushing him out a fair amount, but he's going to go down. The lane, though, they try to get a counter kill onto No-Tail, and No-Tail is forced to use that ultimate. With OG rotating just Saksa. Without mana, I don't know what you can do, Saksa. That's Scattergun Blast. Yeah, with a stick. Oh, the RP though, on the 2.
Oh, damn it.
Anything else to stop this Void Spirit? The damage is just not sufficient. And Fate 6 stops Magnus. There's a relocate, but a bit late. They go for mid 1. Thompson decided to go for the puck instead, and the puck is going to be brought down. Universe, goodbye. Mortimer's Kiss is now turning this battlefield into hell. Impossible for NiP to do anything. They lose both their supports, and they might lose their mid laner in the process as well. Magnus can get brought down with a Kinder Egg surprise inside. The Hawk will be the last victim of this engagement, turn this into a 2-part team wipe, much like the Hobbit, but adapt to a different playstyle as well.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a draft issue too, I think, with NiP, just because they don't really have like this centerpiece, right? They have all these relocates and
attempt with a relocate. Yes, they might be able to find points for it. There's the RP, but saved by a false promise. They gotta kill Thompson somehow. Instead, selling for mid 1. They have a dust for him, but it's just a mid 1 kill. Thompson is gonna be able to make out of this with full HP, unscathed. They have to deal with Samael instead, but Samael has his ultimate anyway. And look at that ultimate! It destroys the Hawks, tears right through him, and heals Samael back to full. Oh, wow. How does it feel to have no impact in this world?
Opportunity to just get pickoffs, to, you know, soft commit. It's always just full on, we're going on, we're taking this fight, and it needs to go well.
Yeah, I agree. This is okay against Saksa, I suppose. As a little initiation. You don't have an RP, though, if you want to continue flying this neatly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why all my pups tell me. Universe. There's a track. Ah, there we go. Look at your invincibility go. Immediately dusted, by the way. That was not a great skill.
He's so fast, though.
No way he's getting away. There we go. Open wounds, mid 1. Look at that armor go, though. BPD is blocking the Hawk. And the phase boots were not active. Mid 1's actually going to get away. And instead in the mid lane, now they're fighting. BPD has been immediately killed off. With Thompson looking for the hill and the Hawk. No more astral step, though. That purifying flames first.
Under attack.
It's one of those situations where you either had to, you know, choose to fight.
Well, like here, for example, RP. Oh, they're going for the Oracle. They just want the Oracle. RP wasn't worth it.
There's 60 seconds at this point.
No, it's 75 at this point, but, you know, keep lying to our audience like that. Jesus. Dude, coil. Right. Go on to the Void Spirit. He's been leashed. They bring him back. They break the coil.
Nice.
That worked out with the silence as well. And that's Thompson dead with an RP committing. Who's that for? Mid 1. Mid 1 tanks like crazy with those all the items he's got. He's really fast as well. Tanner decides to blink right onto him, but doesn't do much. Finally, the kill goes to Universe. Yeah, Samael is just gonna take the Roshan completely alone. If they go in, they're gonna get caught by the spirits. They don't respect this. And they see this, they have a track from mid 1 annoying them as well. Oh, Samael may die here. He's been silenced, trying to prevent that ultimate from coming out, but that Astral Spirit! Sorry, the Ether Remnant is too good. It stopped Tanner from actually finishing him off. That was so clutch. And now in comes Saksa. The turnaround is here as he starts spitting globs of fire into the enemy, forcing Tanner away. Samael has used the ultimate. Now he's really low. No-Tail needs to help him. Where's the damage? Ah, Tanner brings it. However, a nice cookie stops him completely here. And the Hawk gets caught by another Ether Remnant. But they're lacking the damage, and the Hawk has to just heal back up. Nice exchange of open wounds there. Thompson's still around. Dissimulate, looking for the kill. Silence stop. And now they go for Thompson. You know everybody killed off here? Nope, no need. Thompson's still looking for him, but he's not going to find it. Instead, he'll find a spear to the face and a death. No! The death is not going to happen. He actually gets away. I'm sorry. Dissimulate is enough to get him to safety.
NiP are doing so much work with their long cooldown abilities, but RP is back up again, and Roche is still at like 25% health.
Troll in 10 seconds. They're going to try to take it before Troll comes back. They have an RP, as you mentioned. No Mortimer's Kisses. There we go. Dream Coil for the Void Spirit Skewer. Ah, no, it's not enough to break the Dream Coil. So he actually just survives and gets stunned out the whole time.
Troll
Assign's
back.
not good enough. They're going to try to catch the Hawk, but it's a bit too late. However, they do find Tanner, who just jumps right into the Ether Remnant. And Tanner still looking for the RP onto 2. It's on the top send. Someone stop this man. Someone stop this madness. There's the RP, but immediately stopped by a false promise. Thompson's back to the shenanigans. Kills off Tanner. The Hawk is next target, and the Hawk is forced to use race to get away. I don't think it's going to be good enough. The Spirit of Mars misses everyone, and the Hawk is going to be killed off as well. Thompson, you madman. You lack the damage, and the constant Ether Remnants. That ability is stupidly good.
Bottom tower is under attack.
It's such a good area denial spell that people don't give it credit for.
Area denial is a rarity in Dota, but it's a commodity indeed. It's great for you. Samael, there's the Solar Crest is also doing work. I love this build for Thompson. Look at that Solar Crest and a troll. This guy stacks those fervor stacks like there's no tomorrow. And that's gonna be the Mailer gone.
I love it. He's just constantly putting these Aether Remnants in a way that like Sumail can retreat through them. And
yeah, exactly.
Such good
Very smart
play on this Void Spirit.
Also, if Tanner blinks in, try from behind, try to skewer him or whatever, nah.
I would agree. I think NiP is really, they're showing a lot of character here and how they're having to play against a team like OG that's willing to fight them constantly.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Alright, that's bottom lane Rex gun. And Samael once more. Someone stop this man. You can't just take your backs like this. There we go. Universe. Okay, Samael uses the battle trance to kill the Io. Should be able to, though. Io resists a lot thanks to the Infest. However, he's eventually killed off. Even with an Essence Ring, it's impossible. Mid one, chasing after the Puck. Puck is not going to be found. Instead, it's Lelis in the backlands, who had to cut this team fight short. And he'll pay the price for it with his head. OG.
Not here.
Base. The Hawk, mid one. He just thinks this is his own base. He's defending it. He swapped sides mid one. Man fighting a life dealer. This incredibly armored bounty hunter cannot be stopped. And actually in the base, why? Oh, Tanner just skewered him. Okay, sorry. Tanner skewered mid one.
He thought it was his own fountain, actually. He was like,
Yeah,
let me go top myself off real quick.
And it did top him off, indeed. It really, really did top him off. Thompson, how will the Desolator? They have a bit of extra pushing power. No? With Paladin Sword as well?
Yep.
I mean, that is a good pickup for a troll in general. Okay, Lifestealer way too cocky here. The Hawk almost gets bursted down. Thank God for PPD though, saving his life. And it was actually a bait. Or we're gonna call it that.
Who's baiting who?
I think NiP was baiting OG, but there's no follow-up, so I don't really know. Maybe a skewer bait. There's still an Aegis on troll though, so it's very tough. It's a tall order to kill him. The Hawk going in, open wounds first, but even a Lifestealer can be out-healed by a troll apparently. Paladin Sword a bit too strong. There's a smoke though. I saw smoke. NiP. There's their last resort, their last attempt, their Hail Mary. Will they be able to do so? Will this Hail Mary succeed?
They need like a huge RP into the fountain with Arena keeping them in there. They gotta go now though.
Oh, they missed the Spirit of Mars. And that Ancient's already half HP. I did hear the Aegis expire, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Aegis expired. Tanner just used the RP though. And they did not use it to put it to good use. The Hawk is gone. Tanner's gone too. PPD's dead, but there's no point in casting that because the GG's already called. And OG is gonna win game number 1.
USA. USA.
Is that because Samael won, right?
Yep.
I like.
And I wouldn't hate a Juggernaut either.
A Juggernaut would be interesting. I've seen that he has been receiving a couple balls here.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious to see how these team fights shake out.
Yeah, they're going to find PPD for first. Sticky Nail doesn't do much early on. Unfortunately, PPD's been slowed to oblivion. And he's been taken out. That's the first blood going the way of OG. Sure, you might lose a rune along the way, but OG's all about them kills. You don't care about runes.
Yeah, this is OG we're talking about. They are going to run at you. Before the game has even started, Lelis actually he jaunted way too short, and he's dead.
Yep. He thought he was trying to get the minimum distance jaunt to go. It's literally impossible.
Yeah. And he's just going to run around and trade. Only does 50 right-click damage, but if you can't trade back, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but it's a pretty consistent 50. Really good attack animation as well, right?
Yep.
And with the enchant, you get to pile on a lot, and Lelis can't really fight him. I mean, Lelis there does a somewhat of a creep skipping, you can call it. Snipes the courier.
Oh, sorry, that's Tanner who has 2 rune wards because he went for the super early bottle, but Soxa was actually able to drop this ward behind the Shadow Fiend, so Thompson has a little bit of extra information as far as like what's coming out to the Shadow Fiend, what he needs to be ready for.
I think it missed, right?
I think that was an uphill miss. I don't know if it would have been quite enough because that spell has been super nerfed with only 8% damage from distance, but Tanner.
Oh, well, now there we go.
up.
We pick up the slack. Goodbye, Tanner. That TP was very hopeful, and OG knew exactly how to punish it. Advantage, but NiP still with the net worth advantage here.
Dead courier.
That courier, oh, yeah, that's dead courier. And this time it's a centaur, so no more fell spirit for this. Look at this. This is real OG life. Universe having much more trouble against this. The damage is considerable, actually, from the centaur. PPT is joining. No-Tail might have been off a bit more than he could chew. And they forced the TP. That was a really nice body block by No-Tail, but unfortunately no cigar. The Impale crushes him. And No-Tail pushed off. There's a sticky napalm. PPT, Firefly him. Goodbye, No-Tail.
Almost gets another courier on the...
Super useful there. Let's see if he can get a kill with it. Ah, he has vision. He even do wards for his team. Thompson, this man can do everything. He'll mid lane, he'll support, no problem.
He's actually nuts. I've been watching a bunch of his replays recently, and the stuff that this guy pulls off is just completely bananas. He, like, just lives when he's not supposed to all the time.
Let's see, OG. Do you have the high ground advantage here, NiP? I don't know if this is the play, though. Oh, Tanner was thinking the Wrecking of Souls. There's no Spike Carpus in University who wants to evade some damage. They want to go for Thompson. PPT does not have that ultimate, but they got enough damage. Thompson disintegrated. You're not going to get out of this one alive. As NiP...
But fully free lane.
Yeah. He's also... I mean, he's quite a fast forward once you get the Cloak and Dagger, though, because you have a ridiculous amount of damage.
Thompson.
Not like... Yeah, Thompson, okay, mid lane, they faction with the Wrecking of Souls, and that was a
centerpiece, so
yep.
It's either going to be like early BKB, it could be like a, you know, Satanic super early on too. They just want to play around him and have him walk at towers.
No-Tail in the top lane. They try to catch him out. Sticky napalm. Universe, there's an Impale. No-Tail, No-Tail, burned up, No-Tail. Oh, he's just barely surviving. He's gonna get the kill on PPT. He will. I mean, sure, he dies, but with...
For Mask of Madness as well, giving you extra bonus damage.
Yeah, the Diffusal Blade's about to come out on the Hawk. I like the build. I think it's a curious build. I haven't seen it too often, Tanner. Well, I haven't seen Sven too often in general, so I don't really have much to comment, to be honest. The male, as I try to get the kill on PPD, there is the Raw clear. No-Tail as well. Rolling Thunder, forward. Ah, No-Tail, get out to the tower. No-Tail, attack anyone. Oh, he did not aggro the tower properly. PPD will dive for No-Tail, and the failed Dream Call onto the Ember Spirit. Yeah. Okay, the other Fusel Blade, though. It's time to fight. They're looking for the cleave stun. They get the Stormhammer stun instead. Samael wants to go further anyway. Wrecking Assault is ready. Samael stopped. They stopped the Wrecking Assault as well. They decide it's not the time to fight, and the Hawk gets dusted. So you have to be careful. Universe killed off in the backline. So Thompson just going in for a quick kill. Wow. Just a quick cheeky kill, you know, whatever. I'm just walking out, no big deal. He's playing their game all the time, and nobody's stopping them from doing this. NiP has not really gone for a counter strat particularly, but they're not able to execute as they'd like to. Mid one, okay, a target is... I mean, this is a bit risky, though. Soxa has a Rolling Thunder. Thompson's fighting here. They know. They're gonna go for Tanner. That Tricks of Trade didn't last too long, but here comes the lasso. Nice up the Omnet. Another great roll, though, by Soxa. Mid one's still gonna go down, and Soxa can't do enough. As Thompson tries to get the kill onto the Ricky, but a beautiful Spike Carpet stops him, and Ricky has Tricks of the Trade, so he gets away. The Hawk is not only brought down here. Soxa tries to guess, but he guesses incorrect, or not fully correctly. Half points for him, and the death as well. He was the best hero for the draft. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean he's got his set heroes just like Sumail does. You know, Sumail, not necessarily the meta carry picks, but they seem to work out quite well.
Okay, Shadow Fiend caught. They have no lasso. 8 seconds for lasso. Tanner's forced to use the BKB immediately. Run away. Swag feeding away, Tanner. Don't let him catch you. That BKB still has a couple seconds left. Stormhammer 7 seconds left as well until the second bout. The Hog needs to help him. There's the lasso. Drag back the bully. Don't let Samael take down Tanner. It's alright, PPD dies here. It's all well and worth it. As long as Tanner survives. Good use of the cleave there to get the kill. Oh, because they're nearby now. Mid one with the smoke as well. Should be able to see them. It's going to be Nyx though. It's like, okay, maybe there's a Nyx here. Nah. So Roshan taking right in your face, mid one. as they have no lasso. 4 more seconds. Mid one.
I don't know if I want to take this fight,
A bit
though.
difficult. Ooh, Ricky took the Aegis, but he is about to lose it immediately. So much for that cheeky play. Did nothing as they control PPD as well. PPD in the high ground also killed off. It's just OG. They were not even bothered by this Aegis taking. Sure, it's going to happen. Some gamer's going to game, but we're going to continue winning our game.
Like after the fight had already kicked off, they lose the Aegis immediately and essentially just surrender the advantage that they just took.
Yeah. The whole point of that play, the whole smoke was pointless there. Seem to be making the wrong plays at all times against OG. They always know what's going on.
Yeah, it's very hard. Like you just get pressure to make stuff happen all the time because OG seems like they're always doing that.
Yeah, and when she doesn't rest for a single moment, they're gonna find Tanner. There's another BKB force. The same thing as last time. They still have a Dream Coil though.
They're gonna chase 100% here. This BKB
Yeah, they have Rolling Thunder. Tanner lost his BKB. He did not guess correctly though. Saksa will find Universe instead. Alright. It's a Universe kill after all. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah,
OG doesn't choreograph it though. They're just naturally good.
NiP is doing a really good job of dodging right now, and this is what they need to be doing. You can see that OG's
they are
kind of struggling to find these kills. And sure, they might find the bat here, but at the same time, you've got Lelis top, you've got Shadowfiend farming, you've got the Hawk farming bottom. And it shows in their net worth, right? They have a 3k gold lead with all 3 of their cores above everybody aside from the Sven. This team fight is going to be disgusting.
Yep. Oh, Samael. BKB. Yeah, there's the Axe on Samael. That was still a really good play though by PPD because he forced up himself to get him further away. And then he killed Thompson in the backlines. There we go. Well played, NiP. Bringing it back. Lelis now with Requiem of Souls with Aghanims. That's the perfect Requiem of Souls. That's the initiation they were looking for this whole game. And Samael alone against the 2 main cores. Now Saksa actually joining him in as well. The Hawk will be decimated. That was... Okay, much better for OG than I expected. We're gonna find Tanner here. There's a good stop. Oh, that's interesting. So the moment that it gets disjointed, you stop going with the Stormhammer. I did not know that. Okay. Fascinating. They know that the Sven, once he commits to the Stormhammer, you're going that way. And you can play around with that. You can really force the Sven into bad situations. Okay, there's initiation onto Enchantress. Ship that quickly. Then with a lasso, breaking the Dream Coil as well. They're trying to just separate them away. Omni Knight in a really bad position. Tanner, though, has been destroyed by Samael. And just nothing can beat Samael right now. This Superman just charges right into Ricky, kills him right off. There's a BKB, though, that just got expired on Sven. And now they can actually stop him. But it's a bit too late. There's no more damage anymore. And Samael is just tearing through your lineup. Ricky does not
actually fight this, so kind of just a wasted buyback onto Hawk. Unless they go in right now, but that's probably suicide and potentially game losing if they do that.
Oh, PPD, this play. He just bought back. This is not the play, PPD. Goodbye. And the tips.
They created enough chaos to where they couldn't get the big wombo combo of the coil into the Requiem, and so Tanner ended up just kind of wasting the Shadowfiend ult.
The Hawk? Nah, he gets away. Yeah, I mean, they played this game as well as they could, I think, for the most part. It's just been really tough because you did give a lot of space to Samael because of the way you were playing the game. And OG knew how to utilize this downtime effectively. Samael is a beast. Let's not discount him. There's Syrian Chains on Nyx, but it's impossible. And that Ricky pick, unfortunately, it was a really good counter to get the Sven against him.
Yeah, he's having a very hard time in these team fights because Sven is tanky, Thompson's very hard to kill, Omni Knight's very tanky, and as a Ricky carry, you want to just be assassinating supports constantly.
Exactly, and you have to deal with the Sven, and look, it's just Sven finds you, and that smokescreen saved him there, but that could have been a dead Ricky yet again. Thompson is playing like easily, you know. Thompson is just playing his game. Nothing really stopping him. Sven activated that God strength.
Thompson, a little too deep here.
Yeah, that was a bit. He has an Aegis though, but they should be able to control him regardless. They have smoke screen ready. There we go. Requiem even committed to this. Sure, Thompson's dead at least. Meanwhile, Lewis is actually forcing OG to concert on him, and that actually gave him a bit of time. NiP, you are really good at wasting time. Well, that's fantastic. This guy's been playing wonderfully, man. No till with the Ego Scepter saving himself, but they want to go for this Sven, really. However, the Hawk doesn't really have the damage. Some ways to hit Samael, but it can't beat the Hawk. And they're just trying to kite him forever. Samael almost out of mana. He's like cheese, so it's almost impossible to kill him. They start sacking for now. The rolling's done. They go for the Omnight. Mid one. Oh no, the Hawk might die again. But there we go. Finally killing off mid one. And the Hawk survives this. Now going for Sox to the raises to finish him off as well. And it's really just Sven versus the world. But it's been enough until now. Can they control him finally? They can. With a good Impale and Tanner here. Samael is just going directly to the graveyard. NiP.
Straight up counter your hero.
Is under attack.
Yeah. You got too cocky, man. You got too cocky, and NiP knew how to punish you.
Dire's bottom
They took a tower down. I mean, it's not that big, right? It's
Careful here. This Ricky's going to initiate from super far away. There's no backup for Thompson at the moment.
oh, they're gonna find the Ember, and so I was talking about Ricky.
And they have a creep wave. No
They have a
buyback.
creep wave, and this is all Lelis. This is really all Lelis. This has been work. It's bearing fruit finally. Not even
I'm
super.
sure he'll probably go for the Waning Rift AoE just because he's much more utility based this game.
Universe, just a really small. This is a great reveal though. It's worth your life. Unless they want to fight this. Yeah, NiP thought twice about it. Tanner, you have to be careful. You cannot lose people here at the Hawk. Forced to use the smoke screen. There's the Pango, and they managed to get a stun off on Tanner. He's forced to use the Wrecking of Souls. It only really hits the Omnight. As it TPs immediately.
Oh, not enough time.
Oh, miscalculated in that TP. And that's Tanner
No
gone for
buyback.
100 seconds. There's no buyback, you're right. The Omni just following behind him, like, guys, he has a blink as well with the Guardian Greaves. Oh, the Hawk goes for an easier kill. Okay, this kill could be good, but he has a 4-staff. Well, never mind. I spoke too soon.
It's a
Eating
nice
my own
knockout.
words there.
Oh, there,
And
be
Montas now the
careful.
spot, but Dust. Yeah. Dust no longer affects the Hawk. And Notil, he has Ghost Scepter though. It's a bit difficult to kill him. The silence up. There's the Ghost. Yeah, as I was mentioning.
Let's right to this.
Knew exactly what was going to happen there. The Pug does not have enough magical damage to unfortunately bring her down. I don't know, NiP. Okay, they managed to waste time again and get Tanner back up. And now
Tanner's
Sox is
coming.
gone.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, Tanner's back, but well, with a Dream Coil, yes, this is the bait that we're looking for. They're gonna wreck him of souls, but not too
buyback.
many souls, unfortunately. That was not too many souls. Tanner looking for the second wreck in 23 souls. It's just not that great. He's forced to use the big KB, stops all the damage. There's a second wreck him again for the fear factor, and they do catch Sven and put it on the high ground. That's good. Samael, back to EG you go. Role play as RTZ. There we go. Forced him back to the low ground. Sorry. As Samael looks for the kill onto the SF. So many forced to save SF, but he's still gonna go down. Tanner, he was alive for like 10 seconds there. It's killed off immediately. Not a good fight for NiP in the end. They control the Sven, but where's the damage coming from? Universe, what are you planning on? Where's the follow-up? Ellis comes in as well, but he also lacks the damage to kill a Sven, and the backlines, Ricky's just keeping everyone at bay.
So
Trying to give him a good space. He cannot dispel, unfortunately, those roots. No Manta style available. Beautiful Impale, but you have 2 cores down for 80 seconds, 60 seconds. That's a long time. Why do they have buyback? They were not saving for buyback? No, neither of them.
And once again, it just feels like NiP, they had this plan and they just kind of started deviating from it. They are getting dragged back into OG style of playing Dota, and it is just not working.
No. When he went for the Waning Rift AoE, by the way, to push lanes quicker, which I kind of agree with. But OG doesn't care. OG just killed Universe. OG's in your base, mate. It's Lelis against the world. Lelis has been creating so much space this whole game, but what I don't know, maybe he can do it this time. 4-staff with a Ghost Scepter APD trying to bait out Samael into that base, and there we go. Tanner's back. He has his buyback ready. But is Tanner against them? Lelis has to come back as well. Let's see what that Waning Rift does. He did go for Waning Rift cooldown. Oh, but that Ancient is falling way too quick. Silence won't do anything. You need to Heaven's Halberd. Someone stop Samael from hitting this thing. They stop the Requiem with a Yo Scepter. Samael has a BKB, and this guarantees the win. NiP. Honestly, an amazing, amazing performance.